Before bringing home a baby, I like to focus on self-inventory because the baby's not here yet. So what do we want to think about? Often we're thinking, well, I'm sure I can love this child, and that's great. Love matters a lot, but it's not everything. So I ask parents to focus on 4 things. One is personality. Are you the kind of person that likes to be out there, to be visible all the time? Do you like to talk a lot? If you do, you will probably be fairly well suited to transracial adoption because you're going to get a lot of questions and a lot of attention. If you aren't, you need to think about how you're going to handle that if you're still going to go forward with this. So we want to look at these hardwired things about ourselves, personality, and how well do they suit transracial adoption. We also want to look at our attitude. Do we fundamentally believe that people of one race are better than another? Do we fundamentally believe that families that are built by birth or genetics are better than those built by adoption? If we do, we probably need to push ourselves a little bit on some of those attitudes and think about how they're going to impact our child. Number 3, we want to think about lifestyle. Where do we live? Who do we know? Think about it. Almost every one of us has had an experience where we're the only of something in a group of people. If your child of color is going to be the only in their whole life, do you think that that's going to work? Would that work for anybody? It doesn't really work. We need to think about who we know, where we live, and how that is going to work for a child of color. And 4th, we want to think about knowledge. What do we know so that we can make sure we're not just teaching my African American child about pop culture and hip hop, I'm also teaching them about other legacies of the Black community that are really important to them. Because we don't learn that in school. We tend to learn Eurocentric history, so we want to make sure we expand our knowledge. Those 4 things are what you can do, the work you can do beforehand. And if you do, you'll be more ready to have that child come into your family.